So it is the last week of summer. We decided to take the week off work, come down here to Keokuk, Iowa, to do the craziest revival we have ever attempted yet. My name is Kevin from Junkyard Digs, and this is Luke, Thunderhead 289. Don't screw him up this time, guys. And we're here in Keokuk, like I mentioned, to work on this. Buried back in these weeds, there's a 70 satellite. This thing hasn't moved since, it hasn't been on the road since the early 80s. The last I can remember it moving was somewhere in the mid 80s. So we're looking at somewhere 35, 40 years before this thing's touched the road.
And it looks like it.
Yeah, it is seriously buried in there.
Yeah, this is probably the most aggressive situation we've ever tried to bring a car back from.
Yeah, this is going to be a challenge for sure.
Good thing I brought my pocket knife.
Alright, Luke's going to go ahead and start digging in this weeds. We'll see if we can get the hood open, see if there's even a chance at life here. And then we'll move on to clearing out all the trees, making some room, and carrying on with the videos. Now the way this series is going to work is that I'm going to take part 1 on my channel. Thunderhead 289 is going to have part 2 on his channel, and we're just going to hop back and forth. So, in order for you to see all the videos I'm telling you right now, you need to go subscribe to his channel. They're going to be a week, 2 weeks apart as I get them edited and uploaded. So the easiest way to keep on track of that is just subscribe. It's a button. It's that easy. So.
Yes, sir. Should be a good time.
Let's get to it.
All right. Want to pop the hood first? If we can pop the hood. It's not good.
Exactly what the cameraman works to. Cool.
Yeah. Look at all the raccoon poop on top of it. That's new.
Nope. So back in February, a picture of this car was posted on a Facebook group for abandoned vehicles in Iowa. And I fell in love right away. I was like, I have to know where this thing is. And we came and looked at it. And sure enough, it's a V8 3-pulley car, manual transmission, 3 on the tree, 70 satellite. So literally the perfect recipe. We've talked to the owner, got in contact with him. He's here today actually. We'll get to talk to him later. And I guess for now we're going to see if this thing has a chance in heck.
Yeah, take a look down in there. It is sitting in the dirt. We are really going to have to dig this out. It's definitely going to be
the hardest part of this might be getting the car out.
Oh.
Is it moving? It might be in gear.
It might actually be in gear.
Yeah, it's rocking the whole engine as you're doing it. So I think it's in gear.
That's a good sign though. It's pretty free.
There's movement right off the bat without soaking the cylinders or anything.
Well, there's not a bunch of water in it, so that's good.
Oil's clean.
It has a 2-barrel carburetor, it looks like. It's pretty crusty. If I don't get bit by something, I think it's seized up though. We'll see when we get into it, but I don't know. What do you want to do? Try and get into the car, cut everything away first?
Probably cut everything away first.
Oh, you can push me. Oh. How is it going over the dirt? That's insane.
Today's revival is brought to you by Teng Tools, the new sponsor of Junkyard Digs. Go check out Teng Tools at tengtools.com. Gonna run through the jungle.
Someone play some CCR.
Through the jungle. Here's our firewood for the week. Oh, by the way, if I didn't mention, here's our plan. We're 3.5, 4 hours from home, and we thought there's no way in heck we're gonna get a motel down here and spend all that money. So we brought the rusted out camper van, and we're gonna camp right here in the woods and pull this car out. Like, can you get more wholesome than that? It's gonna be awesome. I'm so excited for this. Campfires at night, eat MREs I stole from the army, and pull out a Mopar that's been sitting for 35, 40 years. There it is.
Oh, there it is, funnel. That, kids, is how you make a funnel. This video is sponsored by funnels.
Speaking of sponsors, let's take a break to talk about the sponsor for today's video. Hey Luke, I got a question for you. What is one thing that all car people like?
Music, of course.
What is one thing that no old cars have?
Working radios. Or maybe just radios. In our case, working
Yeah,
radios.
I don't even have radios in my stuff.
Mine seized. So
The sponsor of today's video, the Cove Commuter Bluetooth speaker. Now you may be saying there's a bunch of Bluetooth speakers out there, why this one? It's loud as hell.
it's really loud, and that's the only reason that, you know, we're presenting this to you guys is our cars are loud, and honestly, it's louder.
So if you guys want to check one of these out for yourself, I highly suggest it. You can head down to the description right now and get a 65% off. That's right, I said 65% off of the sticker price down in the description. Get one of these for yourself. What do you say we go for a rip? Listen to some tunes.
Oh, it's my favorite thing.
Royalty-free music, here we come. Okay, so you might not believe us on how loud it is. We're going to compare it against this. Welcome back from the break of talking about the sponsor for today's video. Thank you for your patience so that we can afford more projects like this to get you guys free content. Let's get back to it.
Timber! Oh, that way, that way, that way. Hello?
Things we're good at, cars. Things we're not good at,
Trees.
trees.
Dude, this is a heck of a tree right here.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that one.
That's like physically into the fender. So check this out. It's absolutely grown. Put my finger right in that cobweb. Absolutely grown into the fender there, which may have helped keep the car out of the dirt a little bit, but as you can see from the wheel, man, she sunk pretty good. It's pretty damp around here normally. Luckily, we caught it at a dry time of the year.
Hey Luke from Thunderhead 289. Do you have any videos on how to tune a tree?
I don't know, I feel like the tree just tuned me right in the back. And it's through it.
Press F for specs. 2, 3.
Ow.
Sorry.
Ow. No.
You about died. Look how gnarly this thing is.
That was rather frightening.
Pretty aggressive.
Is this a bad idea?
Yes. No, just
Oh, it's right up against the car.
yeah, and that's an axe and that's a car.
Oh, a little bit of free air conditioning never hurt nobody.
Yeah, it did.
Well, see ya.
While Luke's cutting that down with a rusty spoon, I'm going to see if I can count the rings on this guy. Wow, it had some hellacious growth years. That tree is 17 years old. Holy cow. So, the tree itself is 17, and it took a while to probably sprout, so I would absolutely believe 35 years on this car. Hopefully we can get the keys. The owner's looking for them right now. We'll get inside, see if we can find any documentation that concurs with that, and then do science.
It'll go now.
Dude, look at it flex the quarter panel. Just from like relieving the tension.
It's literally grown into the quarter panel. It's crazy.
17 years of stress being relieved. Maybe the door's closed and it's just.
Oh, dude.
Nah, it's definitely open.
You think?
Yeah.
Alright. Ready? Yep. We can get it.
Go.
I'm just trying to go slow. Oh, this looks like Brokeback Mountain.
It's not yet. There we go. firewood.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a pile.
About blew my gizzard.
So there it is for the first time in God knows how many years. This thing is seeing sunlight on its paint. Or what's left of paint.
Call it Dylan, pressure washer video.
Oh, look at it, look at it. Oh, there's the keys.
Oh, we moved the tree. Is the door open now? Duh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes! We missed.
We're in. And sure enough,
The arm's in a cobweb. Whatever. No way.
there they are.
That looks horrifically staged.
There's a fuel key.
But I promise that wasn't.
Why is it always a Briggs & Stratton key for the fuel key? This is the third car in a row that I bought that has that.
Do you think the window rolls down? Whee! Nope.
Is it seized up?
Oh yeah. It's pretty sunk. It's
Well,
pretty sunk.
We've got it dug out, we've got the car open, and we have the keys. The three biggest things we were worried about: getting to it, getting in it, and getting these.
Yeah, because it has a steering lock, unlike our other stuff.
And according to Dylan McCool, who unfortunately could not be with us for this event, he's not dead.
Our dearly departed.
He's at work, so he couldn't be here, but he told me 70 was the first year that they started the steering locks. So this has a steering lock, and sure enough, the steering's locked.
That would have been so bad.
But we're set. Well, I mean, maybe.
These are just the lawnmower keys.
Oh, that one says Ford on it. That's not good. Hopefully they just had all their keys on a ring.
Ooh. I don't know.
So those are keys. They might not be the keys, but come on, fingers crossed.
I don't know. Cobwebs are probably older than us in here. Oh. Nope. They went in there though.
Try pushing it in a little more. Can't get it out.
Nope. It's gonna get interesting, that's for sure.
Well, we went from really excited to double uh-oh. Not only do we maybe not have the keys, but now there's one stuck in it.
I don't know if those are the keys. It would make sense though, it's probably one of them, that the locking cylinder is
There's a whole bunch of different shapes of keys there, so who knows. Yeah, it's on the transmission side. We might have a bunch of trans issues, we'll see. Hopefully we can get it in neutral and then get the engine to spin.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those. If it wasn't a 70 satellite, we wouldn't even have tried.
There's a McDonald's chicken sandwich box under the seat. That's crazy. There it is.
Which one is it?
It's the square one.
So it is the keys. Hey!
It won't start.
Oh no, I think you just have a dead battery, eh?
See if you can find a date on that sucker.
I don't know if we're going to be able to read this or not.
Oh look, Luke.
Iowa City, it's an Iowa map.
A Mopar repair kit. Plastic glue.
Oh no. Oh shoot.
Bingo.
Oh, there's a
Newspaper. Wow, that is old. Did you know you get a sirloin for $3.39?
Perfect. So
Byron said that he left for the military in the 1980s, and the car got parked, but his dad would move it around. Are these pants for a little child? They are. Okay, well, thanks. But he said his dad would move it around, and I'm assuming this box of whatever this is got thrown in there on around September 3rd, 1991. So that means the last time anyone touched this car was... Luke, help.
it's a math number, and it's greater than 20.
The last time anyone was inside that interior was 28 years ago. The last time this was on the road was 40 years ago.
These speakers are literally wired up just like this in this box.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's the speaker
Oh,
holder.
is there another one over there? There is. They sat on the back seat.
Oh, that was so brittle.
What's that gasket? Is that a valve cover gasket?
Ooh, bad plan.
So we got a valve cover gasket. Well, hey, that probably means it was an oil burner.
Perfect. That means that the cylinders were probably good and lubed and didn't seize. We're lucky. Look at these nice tools that are in here though. That means that it's also definitely a Mopar because it was probably broke down a lot.
You know, those are some nice tools, but you know what tools are nicer? Teng Tools.
Walmart?
No.
Oh.
Teng Tools, Luke. Hey, does it have a locking fuel cap?
It's behind the... What is that called? I wanted to say a Frisbee. It's the license plate. I was like, that ain't right.
It's behind the Frisbee.
I might be allergic to some of these shrubberies.
I can't even get it to turn.
Gonna have to drill it out.
That's gonna be a mystery for later.
They're probably hosed.
So what do you say we go find Byron, tell him we found these, so he can stop digging his mom's house apart.
Yeah.
And then get the story from the guy, and show him the car we just dug out for the first time in I don't know how many years. What we found?
Found a car.
I also found these.
The keys.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They were on the dash, and we actually have the one for the ignition too, so we're set.
Oh, that's all. That's awesome. Well, thank you for finding them. We searched everywhere for years.
I was like, hey, we should probably tell him where these are before he keeps looking.
No, this car, 1989, I started it up. My dad was starting it on then, but then he gave up on it. It was just kind of sad. But in 89, I took my girlfriend at the time to see a George Carlin concert, and she went crazy over the car. And then I stopped on the way back, just outside of Davenport there. That's where we went up to see George Carlin. And I said, here. I got out and let her take the seat and taught her how to drive a 3-speed. And that's when later on I asked her to marry me, and she said yes. And this was our car that we took on our anniversary. Took it down to St.
Awesome.
Louis.
And then
Grant's Farm.
And it got parked in '89 was the last year, so it's been 30 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Holy cow!
My dad found this in 1979, and the guy that owned it was a farm parked in the back of their barn in the cornfield. Well, we found it.
It was only 9 years old.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
way back there. Then they made an agreement that when I got out of the service, it'd be mine. So then I bought it. I'd have to look at the title. It's like 85 or something when I signed for it, when I just got out of the service.
That's awesome. And here she is.
Her name is Debbie.
Debbie?
Maybe the mice didn't eat the little love note that was in there. When I opened up the glove box the first time, there was a love letter in there. Some guy calling Debbie, she said, I'm in love with you. And I was like, yeah, I am too. So her name is Debbie.
That's awesome. I'm going to have to keep that. Is that a bit of a time capsule, seeing the door or seeing the interior after so
The
long?
whole thing.
I bet.
Yeah, I had dreams of restoring it myself, but life got in the way and
Absolutely.
couldn't do anything with her. And they're still not going to get started.
You'd be surprised if
They're not. I forgot about the old tools. I was wondering what more is in the trunk. I think there's a lot of stuff in there, but I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Probably is.
All these years. Yeah, when I went overseas, that kind of killed anything as far as trying to fix her or anything. And, well, if these guys didn't find it, it would have sat and sat and sat a lot longer. You gotta ask them nicely.
A few inappropriate jokes could have been made. They weren't. Proud of everybody. I don't know, I'm kind of reluctant. I kind of just want to drill it out.
While Luke's trying to get in the trunk, I'm going to try to get all the raccoon poop off the car, which is really hot because it's black. Oh, look at there. Oh, there's our status plate. So I'm going to take a picture of this data plate on the body here. I'm going to send it to McCool, and he's going to give us a decode, and we can get some information on this thing. But as you can see, looking under the hood here, perfect recipe for revival. Manual everything. Manual steering, manual brakes, manual transmission, manual. All that good stuff. The battery tray's still good, which is interesting because it's full of rust. Like, I'm just scooping out rust right now, but it's structurally okay.
Oh, did you get the window? Yeah. That's awesome.
Went right down.
See, that's encouraging.
Everything just needs a little help, and then it goes. So what we need to do is get it out of here and then work on it, which is backwards from what we usually do, but it's the same concept, just 20 feet from the grave, so we're not in all this like trees and stuff, and we can work on the nice grass.
Or else we'll end up in our own grave, I think. We'll try and do it here.
It's true. The ground is level with the top of the axle. I can just see the U-bolts. Wow. How do we do this?
I'll get you a couple shovels.
Yeah.
Put the dig in junkyard digs. You're gonna have to dig this thing out.
That's as good as you're gonna get, my friend.
Ooh, I just watched the quarter panel buckle. That ain't gonna work.
Well,
The hardest
yeah,
part.
I think the whole car up in the front is sitting in the dirt because it's sitting like this. So this whole side of the car is like sitting on the car, and since it's, you know, dry, it was wet and molded around it, and then now that the dirt's dry, it is what it is.
Maybe our best bet's getting the front out first, so that because we have a subframe up there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Oh, it's coming though. It actually is coming. Yeah, let's dig out a little bit while it's loaded. Wouldn't you know it that the tree, its roots grew all around the tire. Makes for quite the arduous task in digging it out. Nothing a little good, hard, honest labor can't fix, I guess.
I reckon that old fossil ought to hold air.
Yeah, I think so. One of the other ones there has a big old hole in it, but you know, I don't visually see one right off on this one. Give it a shot, you think?
Yeah, what do you think? Put a bunch of dirt under it so it has a little support?
Yeah, well, or if we can find something, yeah, just whatever, I guess. Well, hold on, I got a piece of wood we can throw under it. Well,
That's all I got.
that's enough room to put some air in it.
It's almost level.
It's taking air. I might get the shovel.
There's a rust stain in the dirt. All right, so we're gonna keep digging on this for a little bit. We're gonna try to get the whole front of the car up, level the dirt off under the tires and set it back down, and then we'll move on to the back. We'll be back when that's done. All right, so we got the front all lifted up.
And before, when we were jacking it up, it was trying to crease right in this area, but now it is all coming up. Now that we got the front out of the dirt.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, it's still trying to a little bit.
Damn it.
Well, can we get anything?
Can you get air in that tire?
No. There's a, well, maybe. Pretty big gash in it.
Nah. That doesn't mean anything.
We are so lucky. Look where this valve stem is.
I know, all four of them are up.
Exposed. Yeah, all we gotta do is get this last side, and then there's a whole other list of all we have to do things.
And that's before we can, you know, start on the revival.
You can tell these are Teng Tools by the way they are.
By which he means really good, right?
Right.
Once again, there's rust stains where the body was touching the dirt up here. All right, go ahead and bring her down.
Okay.
Watch yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a fast jack.
Yeah, it is.
So Luke's back here jacking up the car so we can get some dirt under the tire.
Dude, check it out though. That is, if I can figure out where we are with the camera, the float of the gas tank that rotted out of the bottom of it. That is literally what that is.
What the hell did I buy?
You can't make, that's why it smells like lacquered gas, because when we picked it up, the tank was sitting on the dirt.
So if your car is sunk in the mud for 40 years,
Probably move it before.
leave it in the mud. How about this?
That'll work.
There we go. So we got the car out of the dirt. to the point where we thought we could jostle around to get the transmission in neutral, but now we realize all the tires are seized where they are, so
All right. Well,
fight it in the neutral.
yeah, that would be nice.
Do we put it down or leave it up? Yeah, let's put it down.
Well, heck, why not leave it up?
Because it could fall and break in half.
Oh, gee dang it, son.
You gotta remember, we're working on a Mopar here.
Mopar or we're...
Mopar or hey look, there's almost no car.
Mopar or cardboard car. Well, amidst the shifter debacle, we have determined, after wrenching on the steering wheel a little bit, that it does turn and it has freed up. So at least we can steer it out of here. It's nice. It's the little victories.
The steering box is made of thick metal, so it still exists.
Oh yeah. Is that made by Ford?
So I just realized on this emission sticker that it says engine equals 318 cubic inches, so that is a 318. Right now we're trying to get this thing in neutral. That's the biggest thing we're fighting right now. It's just so rusty under there. And then we're going to drag it out, and that's going to be it for this video, and you can head over to see part 2 on Thunderhead 289's channel here on YouTube. Go check it out. There'll be a bunch of, probably a button up here right now, and it'll be in the description. So go subscribe right now so that you see it when it comes out in a week or whatever. We don't own it yet. I'm not just afraid to hit it. So one of two things has happened.
You broke it,
Or
it's moved.
yeah, it's worked, or it's never gonna work again.
A lot more ballsy with hitting it than I would have been. Oh!
Is that the far one?
Yeah, do whatever you just did. Slide the collar, jostle it a little bit when you're sliding it forward. All right, you got it. Try and move it around.
Is that the far one?
Yep. Oh boy. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, that was it. It freed it up.
You can see if our engine turns over finally.
Moment of truth. Get some on the crank bolt, I guess.
Let me open my Teng Tools.
Oh, there it is. Had a tight spot, but it's...
Oh dude, is that a full rotation?
No. But I think it will be. Oh man. It freed up though, went past the tight spot and just started going. It's moving.
Hey, do you know what this means?
It'll run!
She'll run!
Maybe.
Maybe. Alright, so that's going to do it for episode 1 of the Satellite Revival, if we can call it such. We'll see. The engine, as you saw, is not seized, so there's a chance for this thing to at least make some noise after 35 years. For part 2, you're going to need to go subscribe here on YouTube to Thunderhead 289. The video will be on his channel since we're sharing this project. Make sure you go subscribe now so that you can see it when it comes out, because I don't know how long it's going to be.
And I don't know if we will get it out, but we're sure gonna try.
Yeah,
and hopefully in one piece.
So yeah, that's what you have to look forward to. Go subscribe to Thunderhead 289. I will see you next time on Junkyard Digs. Peace.